Today in our 2016 Chevrolet Silverado 1500, we're going to be showing you how to install the Westin PRO TRAXX 4-inch oval Nerf bars in the polished stainless steel. Part number is 21-23720. Here's what our Nerf bars are going to look like installed on our Silverado. As you can see, that polished stainless steel really sets the truck off and gives it a nice custom look. Now they've offered the cab length design, so it's designed to fit the full length. And I think they're really going to lend themselves nicely to most of the paint colors that are going to be on the truck, just because they are more in that neutral tone. This is going to give us a really nice wide area to be able to step down on and get lots of traction off of the raised lugs that are on there. So unlike the older step bars that just kind of had rubber there, these are actually going to give us some grip, something our feet will be able to hold on to, and we won't be slipping trying to get in the truck. Now the step pads themselves are a heavy-duty polymer material. They're designed to resist any of the kind of the deterioration that you sometimes get from the UV rays, especially with the cracking or the fading. And here you'll see along our brackets, we've got the custom covers that really help give it a nice finished look, so we just don't have a metal bracket hanging down underneath. Now the construction is polished stainless steel, so of course corrosion, we're not going to have to worry about that much. But to take that a step further, that they've actually fully sealed the end of the tube on both sides to prevent any moisture from getting inside. Now whether it's the front or the back seat, the step's right where we want it to be, as we're going to be getting in and out of our truck to make things a little bit easier. Now the custom installation brackets make it really simple to get this installation done. It's a quick process. It's going to use existing holes already in the vehicle, so there's no need to drill holes or modify anything there. It's going to be included with the P-clips or the clip nuts, any place we might need them. So really nice, easy installation to do at home. Now we're going to grab our first bracket. This is going to be the one we mount on the front driver's side. You see we've got that oblong hole here on the top of that flat flange, and it's going to be separated from the tab that goes the other direction that way. We're going to have 5 of these brackets. They're going to go in the 3 locations on the driver's side and the front 2 locations on the passenger side. We'll show you that rear passenger side bracket. It's just a little bit different. With our cover already installed, you see it's got that little appearance cover. That's just the M6 bolts, 2 flat washers, and a nylon lock nut at each location there. We're just going to bring these up. You see our weld nut that's right here in the rocker panel. Just going to thread our M8 bolt into that through our bracket. Got a flat washer and a lock washer on there. All right, now the front 2 passenger side locations are going to be identical to this. Of course, this tab is going to face the other direction. Now for the rear mounting location on the driver's side, we're still going to be using bracket B. What we're going to do is come to this last tab with the hole in it here. Right above it, there's that plastic plug. I'm going to pop that out. We've got our little clip nut here. That's going to go in the larger hole and then line up with the smaller hole, just like that. And that's what we'll thread our bolt into once we've passed it through our bracket. We're also going to be adding a clip nut like that at each of these tabs at all 3 locations. Once we have those slid in place, we can use the same style hardware. Go up through the hole in the lower portion of our bracket here and get that threaded in. We can do that for the 3 locations on the driver's side and also our forward 2 locations on the passenger side. Now for the rear bracket here on the passenger side, you can see how this is kind of connected here. We're also going to have a narrower gap right in this area. Our other one will go here on our tab, but it's going to go the opposite directions that we've placed the other 5. Our bolt for this one's going to come down through the top. Now we'll grab our driver's side step bar here. We're going to place it up on our brackets. We want to get this secured in place with our hardware. Now we're going to be using the round head hardware. It's going to have a serrated lock washer and a flat washer on there. And they're just going to thread into the nut zerts that are already in the step. Just loosely for now is all we need to do. We're going to do this for the 3 locations here on the driver's side and also on the passenger side. Now we'll go through and get all of our hardware snugged down. For the bolts connecting the bracket to the actual vehicle, we'll use a 13mm socket. We'll get all these snugged down and torqued. Now the torque specs you'll need are going to be listed in your instructions. You want to be sure to follow those. Get everything torqued properly. Then we'll move on to the bolts that attach our bars to the brackets. Then you just want to take a quick glance. You want to make sure your steps are level. You have a little bit of rotational adjustment there to get those fine-tuned. And then we'll get our bolts here tightened down. These also have torque specs listed, so be sure to torque them down properly. For this, you'll need a 6mm Allen key or a hex bit like we've got. Now we'll position our covers. Just kind of going to push them up towards the step rail, and we'll snug down our smaller M6 bolts. Now with everything torqued down properly, that completes our installation of the Westin PRO TRAXX 4-inch oval Nerf bars in the polished stainless steel. Part number 21-23720 on our 2016 Chevrolet Silverado 1500.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.